Good morning. Day 110. If you watched yesterday's video, you know that Pennsylvania was not very nice to me yesterday. Well, the trail and the rocks anyway. So yesterday I just went across the knife's edge and I was finishing out this big boulder field, and the trail grabbed a hold of my trekking pole and snapped it in two. I mean, broke it clean in half, which left me with one trekking pole. So the rest of the day yesterday I was walking off balance. I felt like I was off balance because I just had the one trekking pole and my other hand was just kind of flopping around out there doing its own thing. And so this morning I grabbed a stick. So I've got my one good trekking pole, well, sort of good trekking pole because the tip's about ready to, it's bent, it's about ready to fall off. My old trekking pole that snapped in two, I got it in my pack back there. I'll get rid of it when I get to town. And I got the new stick to hike with. Delaware Water Gap is the next town I'm going to stop in. So hopefully they have an outfitter and I can get me a new pair of trekking poles, because the ones I have sure took a beating. More rocks this morning. There's going to be a lot more today. I know I'm going to be going through the little town of, I think it's Palmerton, and that's at Lehigh's Gap. And the climb out of Lehigh's Gap is pretty well known. It's a big old rock scramble, just big boulders. And they say just put trekking poles away because you're just going to be climbing it with your hands and feet. So that's coming up today, and it's exposed too. It's out in the open, at least the top half, all open, no trees, and so should be a fun climb. Don't know how long that'll take, but hoping to get at least 16 point something miles in today. And with the way the terrain has been, I'll be happy with that. There was a guy at an outfitter back in Harper's Ferry, and he'd hiked this trail quite a few years ago. And he said if you're doing 20-mile days, when you get to these rocks in Pennsylvania, you're gonna drop down to about 15. So if I can get, I've been getting 17 the last couple days, if I can get 16 today, I'll be happy. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the trail treats me, and we'll just enjoy this day 110. That right there is where I am headed. That down there is where I came from. .8 miles today. Tough day of hiking. Climbed up the hill out of a Lehigh Gap, which is a tough climb. I showed you the stick I was carrying around because I broke my trekking pole yesterday. It was working fine this morning, but going out of Lehigh Gap, going up that hill, it got to the point where you just had to put your trekking poles away because you're basically just climbing up rocks, just using your hands and your feet just to scale up the rocks and literally climb up sections. And so I had to put my one good trekking pole away, and I had to get rid of my stick that I had this morning. Set it off the side of the trail, and it kind of made me depressed a little bit because it was a good stick. But I found another one this afternoon. Not as good, a little too short, but got another stick, so I'll carry that with me tomorrow. But I climbed up there. There was a bunch of boulder fields I had to deal with again, and just those rocks that litter the trail, like I've explained before. So had to deal with all of that. It was super hot today. I mean, just blazing hot. And there's about a 20-mile stretch where there are no reliable water sources. And so I carried extra water today with me too. So not only was the climbing hard going up at a Lehigh Gap, but I was carrying extra weight with the water. And so just a tough day. I think the last couple days have been some of the hardest hiking I've ever done. Pennsylvania is tough. And so that's been my day. Just wore out, exhausted. But on the bright side, I did find a bunch of their wine berries. Wineberry, if you're not familiar, is a type of raspberry, and they grow wild out here. And I think they look and taste just like a regular old raspberry, but they're just a little smaller. And found a bunch of those along the trail today that was ripe, so I get to pluck those and eat them along the way. So that was good. Enjoyed that today, but like I said, just a long day. I'm just exhausted once again, and looking forward to getting in that tent. Song of the day, I haven't done that for a while, is another song by the band Demon Hunter. And I've been really listening to them a lot. What I usually do is before I go to sleep at night, I'll put the earbuds in and listen to some music just to kind of zone out a little bit and and kind of just drift off some. And I've been listening to that, the latest album from Demon Hunter a lot lately. And the song of the day is another one from them. It's not, if you listen to the other one, it's not as hard as that one. It's a more melodic song, and it's called Silence the World. And so really kind of showcases the lead singer's voice and some good guitar work and stuff. So that's the song of the day. So that's it. I'm gonna go put everything together, get my air mattress filled up, and just settle in for the night. So thanks for watching again. Take care, and I will see you back on trail tomorrow. God bless y'all.